Hey folks, how we doing? Happy Friday, all that jazz. That's weird. One of the room lights just died. Let's fix that. Happy Friday.
Alrighty, test, test, test. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know the drill. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, cool. Thank you, Lisa. All right. What is it, 11:15? Yes, perfect. Let's get started. Hi. Hope you guys are well. I feel like we have a lot to talk about. It's all good, thanks. Let me get the timer going. Yeah, so as of yesterday, well, I guess technically we could have reopened, but we wanted to wait till the phase 2 thing because it's so clear. But we are reopening the facility Tuesday. It's going to look, and again, more details are going to come in as the day goes on, but it's going to look exactly like it did in fall, right? We're still doing our check-in system. I'm going to have 5 people max in the room. Again, we could definitely do more people, like, because all there is now is that 25% capacity. That could technically mean it's a free for all as long as it's 25%. But we've got the setup, and I want to make people feel comfortable. So we're sticking to the 5-person in the room max. Same for Cycle, which is back in the facility now. What am I missing? Check-in, the big one. I know a lot of the viewers here are faculty staff. It is still, as far as I know, unless anything changes, student only for access into the facility to work out. Is what it is. I'm hoping that that changes as the quarter goes on. But again, that's part of the reason why I've been really trying to put a lot of content. I never thought I would say that. Content on our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel, again, I'm uploading videos and workouts, recent workouts. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes, honestly, I'm uploading 4 days a week. It just kind of depends on if I have a couple extra free minutes. I'll go into our YouTube channel, UW Recreation, and I'll upload a video. So again, do check that out. You're not going to find the Zumba classes or the dance classes because YouTube, we can't have music playing in the background, or else we'll just, I don't know, do whatever to your video. So it's mostly the strength-based classes, core. Yeah, we're reopening Tuesday. Very excited. I'm very happy. It's been a long time coming, I think. So I don't know. If you have any other questions, fire away. But I will say, again, I'll stop talking soon. Just a reminder that when we do have people back in the room again, it is a lot more challenging for instructors to actually do the workout. Because right now I'll do the entire workout with you, right? But it's not so easy to do that when I've got 5 people in the room and folks at home and a mask, and I'm trying to monitor all those things. So all of our instructors try to find that balance of doing the movement and then also making sure they are instructing and watching people. So do keep that in mind. I don't want you to expect starting next week that in my classes, I'm gonna be sweating and dying with you the whole time, because I'm gonna have people to monitor at the same time. So just a heads up. Okay, yeah, let's get started for real this time. So today's workout, we are doing primarily upper body and core, okay? A lot of our instructors have all done a lot of leg work this week, so I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. So we're gonna do, again, core and upper body. I have weights, I've got equipment. Again, none of it is really necessary. As always, grab something from around the house. For example, when we use the gliders, you don't even need, if you have paper plates, great, you can use those. If you don't have that, you can just do a mountain climber. So yeah, let's get started. So let's get the upper body warmed up. Let's roll the neck out, nice and easy, slow and controlled. I saw a couple chats come in. I will get to those. You're welcome to just shout out the question too, unless it's like a private message or whatever. Big slow circles here. I'm gonna look over my shoulder now. So I'm gonna look over like I'm trying to see someone behind me. Going both ways. Again, do this slow and steady. If you're coming in a little late, we are doing upper body and core work today. And we'll go one more time. I did that one kind of fast. We're gonna roll our shoulders. Big circles here, so I'm pulling forward, so rounding forward, up towards the ear, roll back. Feel free to walk around and do this if you want. You're gonna do the opposite, pull back, lift, roll forward. This one's gonna feel a little bit more awkward. Maybe I'm just awkward, might be that. If you, I think I put it on YouTube. No, I haven't yet, actually. I taught a class for the whole U on Monday. There's a really big turnout. It was like 50 people or so. But it was very beginner focused. But again, I'll put that workout once I get it onto our YouTube channel as well. Little bonus for you. Hands across the chest. Oh, why am I sore? I ran yesterday. Weird. Why are my arms sore? Maybe I run really weird and like violently. Maybe I do. I don't know. So again, nice and loose and easy on the arms here. Ow, just whacked myself. Ow, right in the finger. Take it up overhead. I went to the chiropractor yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm sore. I always feel better after my chiropractor. I know some people, my wife is a nurse, so she's like, is that really helping you, Jeff? Like, whatever, helps me. I've always felt better after I've gone to the chiropractor. That's not an argument I want to have, you know? Take your shoulders back. So you're kind of swimming here. So if I do this in slow motion, big circle, my hands are open. And again, if you want to do this slower, faster, I'm doing mine just a little faster. Other side. I am starting to very slowly build out the, even though we just kind of started this one, the group fitness schedule for next quarter. So if you have suggestions or things you'd like to see more or less of, less of you, Jeff, let me know. Shoot me an email. I'm happy to take all those things into consideration. Some of you already done that already, which I really appreciate. I try to do as much as I can. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna twist in place here. If your back is a little sensitive, go ahead and turn your feet with the twist. You can also root your feet into place. Don't overdo this here. I'm just trying to wake up your core and your back a little bit. We are going to start with our core work here today, and then the last half we'll get into upper body. Easy peasy. So I'm going to grab my mat. All righty. And I am going to start on my back here. We're going to try to do everything for 45 seconds. I am going to mix it up when we get into the weights and all that. But for this core stuff and for the most part of what we're doing today, we are going to do 45 seconds. Okay, here we go. So first exercise we're going to do a crunch twist. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift. As I lift, I'm going to turn one direction, back to center, lower, other side. So we're alternating here. Okay, crunch twist, 45 seconds. Let's go. 45 minutes of crunching and twisting. And again, it is timed here today. So if you want to do these a little bit faster or slower, by all means do. So again, if you came in a little bit late, and if you are a student, classes are returning to the IMA in person, and the IMA is just open in person. So again, if you're a student, come on by. 10 seconds left. And we'll get one more. That's a little longer than 45. That's okay. I like these. Alrighty, next up, we are going to do our ankle slaps. So head and shoulders are off the mat. Remember, this one can be pretty challenging on your neck. So if you need to keep your head down and take a little break, that's fine. Okay. But we're going to lift off. Shoulders are off the mat. I'm going to reach towards my ankle, hence the name, and I'm going to pinch my oblique. So I'm reaching towards my right ankle, pinching my right side. Turn, turn. Okay. 45 seconds. Here we go. Obviously, the higher up you are off the mat, the harder this is going to be. Do your best to keep your legs close together. So I'm kind of pressing my knees in towards each other. Remember, if your neck is starting to ache, which is very normal here, put your head down for a couple seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and relax. I love those. Ooh, the burn. All right, we're gonna go hands down by the booty, and we're gonna bring our feet up to tabletop positions. Tabletop is right here. My knees are just under my belly button line. Again, I'm trying my best to press my knees together here. Okay, knees pressed together, feet pressed together. From here, I'm going to take one leg towards the floor. I'm going to tap gently, pull back. All right, then we switch. Okay, so we're thinking lower abs here, belly button in below. I'm really trying to pull my belly in and press my back and my bum into the floor. Okay, here we go. Let's go. 45. Really focus on the pull of the belly here. Otherwise, you might say to yourself, oh, this is kind of easy, Jeff. So again, focus on the pull of the belly. If you want to make it harder, you can bring your head and shoulders off the mat. Okay. The ache in your neck from ab exercises can go away over time. I did a lot of wrestling growing up, so I don't really feel those kind of things in my neck, which is probably not a good thing. But yeah, with just practice, that ache from ab exercises does go away. I feel nothing. 15 seconds. Don't be surprised if you're feeling this in your hip flexors as well and in your quads. And time. All righty, we are going to flip into high plank position. So on our hands, and we are just going to hold high plank again. We are going to go for 45 seconds. These ones, the 45 seconds tend to seem a little longer. That's okay. So again, on the hands here, try to get those hands right underneath the shoulders, about shoulder width. Driving through, hands pressing into the floor. Spread your fingertips. That's what they say in yoga, right? Spread your fingertips. All right, walk the legs back and hold 45 seconds, folks. Pull the belly in as much as possible. And just hold, folks. Now, if you're feeling crazy and you want to throw a push-up in here, by all means do. It might help pass the time, actually. It's up to you. We're going to do push-ups later, though. So during a plank, I try to be, not so much when I'm recording, but I try to be pretty dramatic with my breathing. It really does help, but that would just drive you guys crazy, so I try not to do it on camera. 10 seconds. And time. All right, we're going to go to our side plank. Down on our elbows here. Remember, if you need a little assistance, you can use this top hand on the floor, or of course, you can drop down to your knees. Okay, 45. Let's go. And as always, do whatever you want with this top hand. Remember, I'm trying to press my hips up towards the roof. Okay, try to remind yourself to do that. Right, I'm on my right side. I'm thinking about working the right side of my obliques. 10 seconds. Time. Switch it up. Alrighty, other side. Let's do it. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, think about, hips up. Push them towards the roof. Trying to get my right hip up to the sky. Again, the reason I like to put my hand behind my head is I have a tendency to roll forward here, which is not a good thing. So it just helps remind me to pull everything back, opposite way. 10 seconds. Time. Woo. Come on up to your feet. So for the next 2 exercises, I'm going to use this ginormous ball called a Dynamax ball. I know there's probably a 0% chance of you having a Dynamax ball at home. But if you've got a weight, you can absolutely use a small weight. As always, you can. You could even do this without any equipment. You can just twist here. Okay, obviously the resistance is going to make it a little bit more challenging. So use what you got. So we're going to do 45 seconds each side here. So I'm going to stick to rotating to my left for the first 45. Couple things before we start. I'm trying to keep this ball belly button level, so it's not up here towards my chest. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. And then again, if you have back issues, I highly recommend pivoting the foot. Okay. So again, I am just twisting to the left here for 45 seconds. I'm thinking about working my tummy and my obliques on this. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And I am trying to do this twist slow and controlled. Again, if you need to take some of the extra stress off, pivot this foot here. Okay, do what works for you. I'm trying to keep my arms not quite straight, but almost straight. Again, belly button level. And I'm really leaning into that twist, thinking about pinching my obliques. 15 seconds. These Dynamax balls should weigh about 6 pounds. Am I right? Oh, 8 pounds. Damn it. That's close. Feels like 6. All right, other direction. 45. Let's go. $20 seconds. Feeling it way more on this side. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Get a couple more in. And one more. Ooh. Let's sneak up on you. So next we're going to do a wood chopper. I am going to use the ball again, but I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to take our arm up to, again, we're going to do one side first, 45 seconds. We're going to reach up to the opposite side. I'm going to chop down. Okay, so I've got it upper right, and I'm chopping down to the left. Again, that foot pivot is up to you. Okay, we'll do 45 seconds, then we switch, top left, down to the right. Okay, so wood chopper, it makes sense, right? Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Trying to get a nice twist going. This is where that extra weight, the 6 versus the 8 pounds, makes a big difference. Again, if you have back issues, please listen to your back and stop if you need to. 10 seconds. And we'll get one more. Woo. So if you do have lower back issues, a flexion and a rotation is something you want to be careful, especially a weighted one. So again, please be careful. All right, opposite side, here we go. I know they don't look like much when you're just watching it, and then when you do it, you're like, wait a second, this is not easy. Ten seconds. Let's get one more. Woo! The nice things about those Dynamax balls, they're meant for slamming. So one day in 2077, when we're all back into a regular sized room, we'll do those together. All right, next up, I am gonna grab my gliders. Again, if you don't have gliders at home, which you definitely don't, and you're on hardwood, you can grab paper plates. If you're like, I don't want to go to the kitchen, then you could just do a mountain climber. While I'm over here, I'll check the chat because you never know. Oh, yeah. Glad you guys like the YouTube channel. You know, at the start of this, prior to the apocalypse, so last, what, March, I guess, early March? Jesus. We only had 3. We had 3 YouTube subscribers, killing it. So now we're at 458, which again, I would love to see that number a whole lot higher, considering we have 45,000 members. But I mean, that's a huge difference. So yeah, keep checking it out. It's always going to be important to us moving forward. So anywho, gliders, we're going to start pulling one knee in, out, knee in, knee out, 45 seconds. Again, if you don't have the gliders, just step your foot in. Okay, gliders of doom, 45 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm focusing on that pull. Again, I'm trying to pull in between my elbows here. Really lengthening, which of course you can do if you're just stepping the feet, right? You don't have to pull and glide on the floor like I'm doing. "15 seconds. Woo! And we'll get one more on the left side. And relax. I need water. I'm gonna get water. All right, 2 more glider exercises. So the next one is I'm gonna think obliques again. So instead of pulling the knee straight in between my elbows, I'm thinking out. Looks cooler when you're on the ground. So the knee is going out towards the elbow, pinching the obliques when you do that. And we're gonna alternate. Okay, 45 seconds. Here we go. I'm gonna do mine a little slower actually. Woo! So you'll see that I tend to tilt into it slightly. Makes it a little harder. Well, a lot harder actually. Woo! Killer. Couple more. Last one. And relax. Oh. Goodness gracious. And then the last set of the gliders. How are we doing with time? Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, I just had a conversation with myself. We're gonna add a push-up. So that's leading us into the upper body that we're gonna jump into. Okay, so this time we're gonna pull both knees in at the same time, both knees out, push up. If you're not feeling comfortable in hopping both legs in and out, if you don't have something to glide on, just step, step, push up. Okay, so again, if you don't have gliders or a paper plate, you're just building on the first one we did in out, but add a push up. Okay, happy thoughts. 45 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. In, out. Oh yeah, baby, push up. Oh, I love these. These are killer. 15 seconds. One more push-up, folks. Woo! Oh my God. Get out of here. Oh, those went farther than I thought they would. All right, grab a small sip of water if you need it. We are going to move into upper body next. If you've got weights, use them. If not, grab what's around the house. If you don't have anything, not the end of the world. Oh, who snuck up on me? Okay, so you'll see I have my beautiful bench here. Let me pull it forward a little bit more without destroying the floor. Good, yeah. So we're gonna start with incline push-ups here. So we're thinking hands on a higher surface, top of the chest, shoulders, okay? As always, it's typically a little bit easier than a traditional push-up because the range of motion is shortened, okay? So we are gonna try to do 45 seconds here. On these push-ups, I don't expect you to go light speed. We're gonna do slow and controlled. Okay, incline push-ups. Forgot my other clock, hence looking that way. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Chest to the bench or the table or whatever you're on. Exhale as you press. This bench does tend to move a little bit, so I'll probably creep off camera a little bit. "15 seconds. Time. So we just did a pushing exercise, so let's do something pulling. So I am going to grab my weights. I'm just going to start with 20s because, I don't know, why not? And we're going to do bicep curls, okay? So if you got something around the house, water bottles, all that jazz, use them here. I feel like I shouldn't have started with these. Oh, well. 45 seconds, bicep curls. Let's go. Oh, God. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I'm just amazed how sore my upper body is from running. So weird. I mean, it makes sense. Just surprising, I guess. You'll notice I am doing these a bit more slow and controlled. "10 seconds. And we'll get one more in here. Down slow. Boom. Woo. Goodness gracious. We're gonna head back to the bench. We're gonna do dips. So I'll pull it forward again. That was loud. So we're gonna sit. I'm just gonna chill. Woo. All right. Dips, remember hands by the bum, right to the side of your hips. You're gonna walk your legs forward. Straighter your legs are, the harder this is. So find a comfortable medium. 45 seconds, let's go. Dip as low as you comfortably can. Try to keep your butt and your back fairly close to the bench or whatever you're dipping on. You don't want to creep too far forward. It's going to put a little unnecessary strain on your shoulders. This tricep should be burning. "15 seconds. Let's get one more. Oh, I had an itch on my face that whole time. That's the worst. You like can't get it. if I just stop the workout to itch my face? All right. Another pulling exercise, very similar to the bicep curl. We're going to think hammer curls here. So we're really thinking forearms, and certainly still working your biceps, but primarily the forearms. So that's going to be palms facing each other, and we lift. From the side, do your best to not be here. Okay, I want you to try to keep your elbows and shoulders down. Elbows to your side, shoulders down. Okay. These are quite a bit harder than bicep curls, so take a break if you need it. 45 seconds. Let's go. And then again, I really want you to try to fight this on the way down, because that weight wants to drop really quickly, right? So when we fight it, coming down, the eccentric motion, it's called. The more muscle we're building. I love these. And while I'm doing this, I am really trying to squeeze the weight as hard as I possibly can. It's always great to try to strengthen your fingers and your wrists as much as possible. A couple more should do it with the time. And we'll get one more. Woo! Set her down. All righty. So again, we're going to go back to a press. We're going to do a traditional push-up. Nothing fancy. You can go shoulder width, wider. You can go closer if you want. But we're thinking slow. Beautiful form for 45. Oh yeah, baby. All right. Push-ups. After that, we'll go into rows. Ugh. Okay. 45 seconds. Let's do it. You'll see on mine, I really am focusing on the range of motion. So I am trying to tap my chest with control to the floor and then locking my arms out at the top. So it looks like I might be resting on the floor. I'm not. I'm controlled at the bottom. I'm not just sleeping on the ground. 15 seconds. Let's get one more. We're going to hold for 3 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Press. Woo! Ow. See why we loosened up our shoulders so much at the beginning? Oh, that's not a weight. I'm going to grab my weight. And we're going to do a single arm row. So, how's the angle? Yeah, it works. Yeah, so we're thinking lats here. Okay. So I'm going to row my left side first. So I'm putting my right hand down on the whatever, the bench, the table, the chair, couch, doesn't matter. And I've got some space in my hips. I rotate everything forward slightly. Okay. I'm going to grab my weight, drop my shoulder. Now from here, I pull towards my hip, back down slow. Okay. 45 seconds each side. Let's go. So you'll notice I'm really dropping my shoulder here at the bottom. Pull towards the hip. Think about your lats doing the work. That can be a very hard muscle to activate. This one is very helpful for doing that, because by pulling towards the hip bone, you're forcing your lats to do the work. Are your shoulders involved, your biceps? Yeah, of course. But really trying to isolate the lats as much as possible here. And let's get one more here, folks. Oh. I know I've said it a million times, but do try to really think about that muscle the whole time you're working out. So when I'm doing a row like that, I'm really thinking about, well, maybe not me if I'm talking to you guys, but I'm thinking about my lat. It really makes a difference when you're working. I'll go on this side. You should still be able to see okay. Yeah. So right side, I've got my left hand on the bench, left foot forward. All righty, rotate everything forward, drop the shoulder, and pull. 45 seconds. Fifteen seconds. And we'll get one more in here. Woo! Ah. Agua. Cool. Next, another pressing exercise. We're going to go into a standing shoulder press. So I'll grab my 20s. Why not? So shoulder press. Remember, it's a slight bend in the knees. I'm never I can't speak. You know what I'm saying? My legs are never straight. Okay, because then when I start to swing, I'm putting a lot of extra strain on my lower back. So I'm always slightly bending my knees here. Okay, and then from there I press. Now my arms are pretty tired, so I'm certainly going to add a little squat into my motion, and that's okay. Try not to just try not to overdo it. Okay, grab your weights. Bring those arms up. Shoulder press. Here we go. Oh God, I'm tired. Remember to exhale as you press. Woo! 10 seconds. Let's get 3 more in. Wow, one more. And set them down. Oh, God. Got one more pulling exercise. We'll do a couple burnout things. It's gonna be good times. So we're gonna go back to rows, but we're gonna do both arms at the same time. So we're gonna bend at the knees. We're gonna bring the weights out in front. Again, it's important that I am not here. Pull your shoulder blades back. From here, pull again towards my hip. Bring the weight down. Okay, it's easy as you're getting tired, and if you do have heavier weights, when you lower to do again that rounding, please don't do that. Pull the shoulder blades together. Okay, bent over rows. Get into position first. Bend the knees. Push the butt back. Weights out in front. Pull. Here we go. This is one where you do not want to have bad form on. You will hurt your back. Remember to keep that bend at the knees. Let's get 3 more. And last one here, folks. Take a breather. So now I'm going to grab light weights. The lightest I have, I have lighter, I guess. I'm going to grab 6s. We're going to do a little shoulder burnout. So we're going to try to do 30 seconds of everything, and you're just going to kind of follow along with me throughout. Again, you can certainly do this without weight. It's still going to burn. So these little 6s are not going to feel super little in a bit. So first thing we're going to do is a forward shoulder raise. So I'll show you here. Straight up, come back down. So no higher than your eyes, okay? 30 seconds, forward shoulder raise, slight bend in the knees. Here we go. And on this one, I'm not too concerned about the speed. If you want to do these fast here, go for it. This is a burnout. So I'm expecting you to get to failure here, essentially, after we do a couple more. 10 seconds. And right into lateral shoulder raise. They're not feeling too light anymore. Ten seconds. Upright row. Weights down in front. Pull straight up. So your elbows are going up towards the roof. Keeping the weights or your hands close, pulling towards your chin. Oh, it's feeling good. Feel good. Few more. Shoulder press. Turn your palms towards each other. Press. Oh, God. I don't care if you lock your arms out right now. I just want you to think about the movement for the next 15 seconds. Wow, one more. Oh, final thing today. We're gonna try to do 30 seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So you remember on the last set of push-ups how we held the last one for 3 seconds at the bottom? We're gonna try to hold that for 30 seconds. So basically I'm hovering at the bottom of the push-up. I am not laying on the floor. Just a couple inches off the ground and I'm gonna hold it. You're gonna shake like crazy. It's gonna be horrible, but it's gonna be great. Okay, final thing today. Oh, my leg. So down to your push-up position. Okay, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Come down, hold it. Okay, here we go. Happy thoughts. Press those hands through the floor. Fight those shakes. I know this sucks. 15 seconds on the last second, we push all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. And that is it, folks. Ooh, that was killer. Goodness gracious. That's all I got. Again, gym reopens on Tuesday. Yeah, you know the drill. If you have questions, fire away. I will stick around. You are welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are welcome. All righty, it seems like there's no question, so I will see you all next week. Later.